girl. She's introducing, we've had a gangster spirit. The gangster spirit damn near wiped the young black males out. This whole spirit is fit to do a number on the young black girls.
We got a DJ over here.
What's good? It's the one and only Latest Love Avenue, and I am back. Excuse me, I am back. This is episode 3, season 5, and I got the one and only
Shaq Daddy in the building.
Yes, welcome back, Shaq. Welcome back, man. Everybody. Let's just toast to that before we get started, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Touchdown about 5, babe. Be at the door at 5:43. It's been a while since I seen your face, but best believe I will not hesitate. Roll up the trees, girl, let's medicate and reminisce about our first date. Nobody else can make me feel this way. Nobody else can make a nigga say.
Shaq never necessarily left, but you know, I had to get some shit together. Shaq had to get some shit together, and here we are, making things happen. So today, I want to talk about the state of how the music is going. I'm pretty sure you done heard the booty hole brown and the pussy pink.
I'm out of town, thuggin' with my round. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Where the niggas? I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, cause suck a bitch toe.
And all the other ratchet music.
Yeah.
And
all that.
Yeah. It started off as kind of like how they tried to fake it as like a women empowerment type of thing. But you can never put if you are objectifying yourself, you can't put yourself in an empowerment, you know what I'm saying, situation, because it's like you're going above and beyond. And then if you really look at the lyrics and how the lyrics are layered, most of these women aren't even writing their own lyrics. Most of these, if you start, you know, looking at the songs and find out who wrote it, it's mostly a dude.
Oh, okay.
So it goes back to the whole, because you know I'm an advocate for the ladies and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, with me having a 15-year-old daughter, I always have to go back and recycle things in my mind, and I think about, you know, previous experience, and I think about the 90s. I don't know if anybody knows, but there are artists from the 90s like the group Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crazy Bone from the group, where they have interviews where they're talking about how they literally was actually in conferences with the labels, and the labels was telling them to push a certain kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing a couple years ago when we had the heavy emo rap and the whole drug influence rap.
Mm-hmm.
They was pushing a certain thing. That's why I used to make jokes. I was like, dang, I bet you Future might be getting paid from some of these pharmaceutical companies. How often he always talks about the drugs. And the thing that kills me is that it's one thing for you to say it's art, but it's another thing for you to turn around and say, oh, I don't do it myself. Because Future don't do half the drugs that he talk about.
Oh, no.
Most of them don't. Yeah, and it been plenty of interviews where he said that. Even 50 Cent said when he was talking about that whole first album, you know, he was talking about drinking and smoking and all that stuff. This dude didn't do no kind of drugs. I mean, first of all, to be, you know, as built as he was when he first came out, you ain't finna not putting all that stuff in your body. Not at how fit he was at that point. Now I probably can see it because he's fat now. But back then, no, ain't no way in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all well and fun to say it's art. And if you're an adult and you know this art, it's all well and fun. But you are forgetting that there are people out there that don't know it's art. There are children out there that don't know it's art.
Right.
They think it's a lifestyle.
Right, and that's the problem we have right now. The lifestyle thing is that people are getting into a trend now where whatever they hear someone tell them they should be doing, they're just doing it, because so many of our youth don't have their own identity because no one has cultivated what it is that they truly have the mindset to do, because a lot of kids, if you watch them as they grow up, you can tell what your child is going to do or going to be and what they like to do, and if you cultivate that, you can set them up for success. But instead, when kids go to school, they at school. When they come home, you want them to get the fuck out of your way, and then all of that leads to them finding or discovering something that you don't want them to discover. And then when they do find that thing, now you want to try to counteract that, but it's too late now.
They have completely succeeded in destroying what we consider the family. You know what I'm saying? They completely destroyed the whole idea. It's been perverted to the T. You know, because they got the mom thinking one thing, they got the father thinking another thing. Well, hell, they got the father just completely not even there. And then they got if the father's present, he working too much. If he's not present, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like either way it go, the father is just out of the picture, period.
Right.
And then the kid is pretty much left for the government or the school to raise them. And you clearly see that the school is stretched. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because everything, we got a society where the internet is teaching the kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's dangerous, because if you think about it, back in the 90s, we had the gangster rap when everybody was like, fuck the police, all that little stuff like that, right? That was the whole gangster rap. You know, people was just we went away from the whole conscious vibe. You know, it was all on the whole conscious mindset. If you think about Dilated People, Public Enemy, KRS-One, like original hip hop was conscious music that made you think. You know what I'm saying? Even when it came down to Wu-Tang and you listening to that, it's stuff that made you think, that made you want to go and just do something better.
Right.
But they came in with the gangster rap era. And of course, you know, kids want to emulate the people that they look up to. So they was like, okay, we can't keep letting them look up to these people that's going to put them in the right direction. Mm-hmm. We need them to look up to criminals, you know? Right. So it goes back to, it was an interview, and I posted, well, not an interview. Well, yeah, it was an interview. They was asking Carisha, Young Miami, would she let her daughter listen to the music that she does? And she was like, no.
Okay.
And that right there stuck with my heart, because I was saying, like, damn. So you don't have no problem influencing my child,
but
you don't want your child. That's how I know it's not an art thing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your job is to mislead the people. That's what your job is. Your profession.
That's the key word right there. The
mislead
key word
people.
Is job.
You're getting paid to mislead the people. You're getting paid millions of dollars to do that. And the moment you stop doing it, the moment you become a B.O.B. or something like that, is the moment they ain't down wanting to do with you no more.
Right.
Because you're talking too positive.
Right. But that's just the way it is. You know, they gonna do all that they can to reroute any positive, anything that we try to start. And the problem is the fact that they, like you said earlier, broke down the family the family demographic to the point where no one's holding the role that they truly should be holding in the family. Right. Kids ain't kids, parents ain't parents, they're trying to be friends, and then women are treating men so till they feel demasculated, and if they don't have a job, they can't be around, and all this other stuff. And all of these crazy things that influence how people interact within the family set.
It's a cycle that keep going on.
And it's sad, bro. Like, I can't understand how you allow these things to happen, but they're things that you don't want to be happening. You have the choice of decision to make. And if you make the decision to say, we're going to not be that, you can do it, but you're going to have to stick through the tough times. You can't just get to a point where you allow your emotions to make you make a hasty decision or say something out of the way that causes the breakdown in your family household. You know good and well you wouldn't want nobody talking to you like that, so why would you come off talking to this one like that? And then that's where it starts, with the lack of communication.
And accountability too. That's a big communication and accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you allow and like I say, I'm not trying to tell nobody how to parent or anything like that. So right. if my daughter 15 years old, I don't sit here and police what she listens to. I don't police her being on the internet. I don't police what she posts, because I have spoken to my child, and my child knows the difference between, okay, this is that and this is this. If I catch you doing that, I'm gonna break your fucking legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping it 100. Like, I have taken that time. I'm not sitting there. I'm not one of those parents that's gonna sit there and super police and not educate. Because a lot of times you can police, and then they end up getting wild. You know what I'm saying? They being sneaky with stuff because you have made them feel so bad about just experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the last thing I want to do is take that away from her. You know what I'm saying? So when I speak and when I say certain things, I try to make sure I'm also explaining. You know what I'm saying?
The education behind it, the reasoning behind it, can't just be because I said so. And that's the one thing I couldn't stand growing up, is when I used to be like, but why? And they'd be like, because I said so. Okay, that doesn't help, because that in turn makes me then get curious about why not. And then I go find out the answer from a place you don't want me to find the answer from. Right. So why didn't you give me the answer?
Right. That's why I like one thing I can say about my child's mother, I gotta give her credit on, is that we be on the same page about a lot of things in society. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not no button heads on certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter just turned 15. She wanted to do, you know, a little makeup party and have, you know, makeup and stuff like that. When that's okay for your birthday. You know what I'm saying? You want to do it for this particular thing. But I explained to her the things behind it. You know what I'm saying? You're 15, but if you put on a face that makes you look grown, you may just thinking you being cute and stuff like that, but you got predators out there that will take that in a different type of sense. That don't mean you got to sit here and live your life being afraid, but you just got to be smarter. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put yourself in the situation to be a victim of whatever.
And that's it. And that's the only thing I try to, like I say, when I always start these talks like this, I say, I'm not trying to tell the people what to do or anything. I'm not trying to look down, because I'm here with everybody. You know what I'm saying? We all equal. I'm just trying to be a conscience, because it's so many distractions out there that sometimes we can't even think for ourselves.
There's too many distractions.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole little thing right now that's going on, because I've seen ever since Chrissy Ann, Blueface baby mama posted, she got posted in Walmart. She just had a baby, and the baby is like, you know how it was a new baby, you got to hold her head up. She didn't know, not an excuse, but the point is, she didn't know she a young, you know what I'm saying, she a new mom and stuff like that. So you have a lot of women that's going through stuff like that just don't know what the hell they're doing, but you have a society that's going to talk about you. Ain't nobody going to come out there and be like, if it was a grandma, if she was in the South, and she was like, I know she was in this state, or in South Carolina, something like that, and they seen her with that baby, it's going to be some old lady that's going to say, hey, hold that baby head up.
Right. In the country. Because even here in Georgia, you go to Valdosta somewhere, somebody,
hold that child head up, hold that baby head up. You know, and it's a way to do it, but that's how we educate each other. That's how we stay on the same page, and we can't be afraid to talk to each other. We can't be afraid to love on each other. We can't be afraid to be honest with each other.
Right.
And we got to be accountable. That's the number one thing.
And see, the one thing that some people have the issue with is, I don't want to say nothing, and then they go off on me for no reason. But I don't care. You can go off on me as long as I gave you the information.
I did my part.
Because see, I don't want to be in that mindset where I didn't do what I know I could have done because of how I might make somebody feel. And that's why I told people, I don't think I move on emotion. I think I move on logic.
Facts.
It makes sense to say what you need to say instead of holding it. Just like in conversations, if you hold something that made you feel some type of way, and then you wait till it boil over and come out in the wrong way, then that's what causes, like we were talking about earlier, the breakdown in the demographic of people. Because now, because you didn't speak your mind when you were supposed to, and you let it boil over, now it's this big issue. And the problem is right now with this music, where we started, is that so many people have allowed this music game to just run rampant and do the stupidest nonsense, till now we are out of control already. And reeling it back in is hard, because if you reel it back in, then you lose all that you've built by following someone else's instructions. So you don't want to lose out on all your money and stop making your money, stop going on tours and stuff like that. But if we decided to reroute all of our energy, money, time, effort, and everything else, we could create our own labels, our own awards ceremony programs and stuff, and show accolades in what we want the accolades to be shown in. But no one's really ready for making that step to transition from doing this stuff their way to doing it our way.
And to piggyback on that, like I always tell people, when you see artists doing certain things and it's just saying asinine, it just seems way off the wall, that is not them. That is the label head.
Right.
That's a round table, like a corporation, sitting there trying to push whatever narrative that they want to push. So that's why you see the Doja Cats in a little stupid devil bodysuits and stuff
Right.
like that. Because it makes absolutely no sense.
Mm-hmm.
I could see if she did heavy metal music. You know what I'm saying? I could see if she did that type of music, but she don't even do that kind of music.
Right.
So I know that you're playing on something. I know that you're playing.
Somebody made you do that.
Yeah.
They're bribing you or whatever to have you, but that just don't make no sense because you just came from old pretty pink strawberry whatever woo to. So what the fuck is that, bro?
That's why I say so. As a people, as a collective, we gotta for one. We can't support everything.
We can't, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's the quickest way where y'all counsel folks on stuff that don't even need to be counseled on. We gotta still be moving the same way. When we see a person doing too much and leading our kids in a different way, because I don't understand how. And don't get me wrong, I am not no hater. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
but,
not a hater by far.
But I don't understand how the whole future thing is a meme. You know, with the whole they call him the toxic king.
Oh yeah, see now I don't know nothing about none of that shit because you know I live under a rock.
He got like 25 baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? And he's a Rolling Stone, in other words.
Okay.
So they call him the Toxic King because when he break up, he's like the male Taylor Swift. Okay. He break up with a chick and start writing about it in a song. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So it is a little toxic. And then you talk about like right now he got a song where he kind of dissing Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson ain't got nothing to do with with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson just trying to love on Sierra. You know what I'm saying? So, but you got this whole mentality of society where it's like they standing behind the negative stuff.
Right.
When we should be standing behind Russell Wilson and Sierra. That's a black couple that's actually trying to stick together and love on each other. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we motherfuckers over here. That's why I say I ain't no hater on that.
I ain't no hater. I just wish our people wouldn't be so fucking focused on the dramatics of this world and this society, bro. Like, the more ignorant they make things, the more attention y'all give it. Like, y'all feed off of that like leeches. I'm like, why? Because when people send me videos of fights and stuff like that, I be like, I don't want to see this. This is us in the projects fighting. Right. For what reason?
With the whole, all right, so since we on that, with the whole the chair game, the first thing I said to myself, I said, okay, I'm glad black folks sticking together. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we're not sitting there watching somebody get their ass beat, because that's what we done did in the past, pull out the camera and just watch. I'm glad that's happening. However, it could have just been broken up. You know, put some hands on the ones that was doing the most, and then everything just squash everything. It didn't have to turn into a brawl, because what that begets is that if it's another Birmingham situation, we got to think about them Proud Boys that like to pull out their guns, because that could have went real left. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It could have went real left. If it was a different set of you know, vanilla wafers out there, you know, if it was a different set of people out there, it could have went totally different. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, like, it's been going in those directions for so long.
It's been going that direction. So the point that I was getting is that I don't like when we take pride in certain things without moving with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Like, everything that's been happening since this whole riots and standing out there in the middle of the city hall and stuff like that. Ever since all that stuff, y'all moved with that, but for whatever reason, y'all didn't move right. Mm-mm. And it don't stick. That's how you know. You know what I'm saying? Then it gets polluted. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Black Lives Matter thing. Right. That wasn't even us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, bro, and that's what makes me so angry. That was a campaign that they appropriated off of us. But they do that. They've been in the civil rights. Always. During the civil rights time, they came up with the women's movement. In the middle of what black women do. Black women forgot that there was black women and went to go side with the white women. It was like, women's empowerment. Shout at you, it's black first. Okay. Can you focus? Stay. Because your fight ain't the same fight as that white lady's fight. So can you, hey, get over. And I had plenty of conversations like that where I could hear a black woman saying stuff, and everything she's saying is white woman stuff. Right. No offense to nobody, because this is not no racial thing and that like that. That's not what we do have different separate issues, okay? Mm-hmm. Your community got different issues than what our community is going through, okay? Right. We ain't going through the same stuff. So it's been times where I done had conversations with sisters, and everything she say, all the problems that she's talking about is white people stuff. And right. I'm like, Stuff that we don't even worry about. Like, what? What's happening right now?
Like she was really talking about, because we got a conversation about, the the feminist movement and all this stuff like that. And I had to explain to her, I was like, hey, if you believe in marriage, that whole movement ain't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
That whole feminist movement is literally on single chicks or lesbians. Because I'm not picking, I'm saying those are the people that need the extra income.
Right.
If you and your husband are together and y'all got your house, y'all got your income, I'm not saying that you don't deserve to get paid a certain wage. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you deserve to get paid a certain wage. But I'm telling you, that fight is not your fight. They're not talking about you. The stuff that they are fighting for is for single women.
Right. But at the same time, all women feel like, well, shit, that could have been me, so I'm going to go out there and do what I need to do.
But that's how the stuff get polluted. I mean, not polluted, well, perverted. You know what I'm saying? Because you have other folks fighting a cause that ain't got nothing to do with that cause. And I ain't saying you ain't supposed to fight and ain't supposed to support each other. I'm just saying you got to stick to, do one thing first.
I just say focus. Because at the end of the day, you will end up fucking some shit up that you had going on good, going over here messing with some stuff that ain't had nothing to do with you.
Yep.
And that's the issue that I have. Stay in your lane. If that ain't your lane, please don't go over it. You're gonna mess up now.
What tripped me out is the women don't even realize that they the ones with the money now.
Well, some of them realize it.
I mean, someone that realize
the ones that realize it. Oh my God.
But they are the ones with the money now. Yeah, they got the buying power. They got everything. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? There's some that's realizing it, like I say, and they are being dicks. they
have scrapped on.
Yeah, they are being straight up egotistical maniacs. But hey, that's what power does to you.
Right. But for real, y'all do the most buying now.
But yeah, ladies, y'all got way more power than what you give yourself credit for.
And see, that's the difference between the music back in the day and the 80s, early 90s, where the women said that. The power of pussy is something serious.
Now think about this. With all the, and I'm gonna say this on our closing. With all the stuff that's going on now, with all the female rappers and stuff like that, why have we not gotten any type? Think about it. When we had Queen Latifah, Smiley, MC Light, they were speaking conscious music. Mm-hmm. They were speaking, stand up for your sister. Don't hit her. Don't call her. Who you calling a bitch? You and I-T-Y. Who you calling a bitch?
Right.
Now what they saying? So you can't look at me like I'm being no, I'm not being a prude. I'm just saying you can't objectify yourself and ask for a certain, like, it don't work that way.
Well, see, that's the problem. Where you started this conversation earlier, which was miseducation. A lot of people don't even know about that. Yeah. They don't know about Queen. They don't know about what women had to really fight for real, and what they used to put in their song lyrics to help unite women for real. Now it's just any way that we can show off, let's do that, because that shows our power. No, it doesn't. It just shows how slutty you can be.
Yeah.
And a lot of people enjoy that. But if you really want to show what power you have, y'all would do something for real. Mm-hmm. Like, just going to the clubs and the bars and shit, half naked, and twerking the best, winning twerk contests, wet t-shirt contest.
They be at the award shows, bro. I seen, and one of my favorites, I don't even want to say her name, man. She was at the award show with about that much cloth on, you know what I'm saying? And couldn't even sit. She had to hide her stuff and couldn't even. I'm saying, like, why the fuck you wear it then?
Right.
Why you wear it?
Because somebody told her to.
And it's crazy because the first thing somebody gonna say when they watch this, oh no, men shouldn't be. I should be the women. Okay, I hear what you're saying, but that society is not made that way, and you can't blame me for making society that way. Because if that was the case, we should be able to walk around naked too. I should be able to take my shirt off and walk around with my thing out, But y'all won't want it. So let's just be real. Let's keep it real. wanting to dress naked ain't got nothing to do with you being empowering and saying, oh, I'm doing this. No, being powerful is making people respect you without having to look at your body. Okay? Your brain, that's the power. Making a dude give up his whole check and you ain't did nothing to him. That's power. Okay? That's the kind of power y'all possess. Y'all got the kind of power where you can say one word and you can change a man's life for the good or the bad. Y'all got the kind of power where you can say, oh, you are incredible. And that dude will go out there and do some Obama type shit. Y'all also got the power to say, oh, you ain't shit. And this nigga will jump off the fucking roof. Now understand, with great power, you gotta have
responsibility, goddamn. So you gotta be careful. And that's the one thing that people don't understand. The decisions that you make from day to day, they're not just a decision for that moment. That is a effect on so many other things that are about to happen in the future. Like a decision to not eat something one day can cause a ripple effect to some shit that happens 5 years from right now. And I know that sounds exaggerated because it is, but I'm just saying, like, your choice to go out and show off your bodies and do all of that leads to y'all not being respected if you put on clothes.
Yeah.
So now if that's how y'all earn y'all respect, from here and all through the future, any women that put on clothes won't be respected. They'll only respect the ones that are naked.
Yeah, you're making it bad for the girls that don't want to take off their clothes. You got to think about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there is girls that don't want to have to take off their clothes. There are girls that are working in a whole lobby of men, and the last thing they want to do is walk around butt naked. You know what I'm saying? They want the man to be looking at their brain, not their body. So it's like a freaking oxymoron. It don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying?
You want respect for being naked.
It don't work.
If somebody roll up on you naked and try to rub up on you, you don't want them to touch you. Okay, wait a minute. Well, it's on display, and when I see free samples in Sam's, I get one.
I put it like this: how many of y'all, when y'all look at Madonna or Britney Spears and they be doing the little stuff they be doing, I get disgusted. I be like, ugh, cottage cheese. You know what I'm saying? I feel disgusted every time I see them doing some nasty stuff, because I be like, yo, put your clothes on. What you doing? You too old to be doing that. And your body don't even look right.
Yeah, that's too old.
So y'all gonna get old one day, and it's rappers now that did stuff. Matter of fact, it's porn stars that I used to follow heavily now that are like disgusted by the things that they did.
Mm. Yeah, it's some women that have gone to freak naked videos are out of them that they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want my child to ever see this.
So all you twerkers, especially girls that be trying to say your OnlyFans and stuff like that, I get it, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to make $1, but you're still pimping yourself. And you want to diss somebody else and you want to say all these little different things. Like, that should be the last way of you getting your bread. However, if that is your hustle, that is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't dissing y'all nothing like that. I just want y'all to be smarter. That's all.
But see, that's the thing. They can't be smarter because they don't have the education and they don't know where to seek the right answers for shit. So it's just like it's like salmon fighting upstream. That shit is rough, and all of them ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
But we can hope and pray for that. And we can talk to people and tell them this is what needs to be done. These are the changes that need to be made. But bruh, at the end of the day, we would have to start with a whole new generation of youth and cancel everybody else out like they did with the floods. And start over, bruh. Because right now, we so far gone, and some of these people that are going to watch this episode and have the controversial stuff to say,
they're going to be pissed.
They're going to be the ones that we know are taking us toward damnation and all of.
That's why I'm gonna do my part. So when I hear rappers, like I told Show I like her new song. You know, our homegirl Show.
Mm-hmm.
I like her new song. I said, keep doing what you're doing. Keep writing what you're writing. Don't subjugate to the style of what, you know, the industry is pushing. you know, it's a couple artists. The Lola chick. I like what she doing. She kind of reminds me of Foxy Brown because her seduction is more tasteful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be tasteful with it. That's the thing they fail to realize. You ain't gotta be raunchy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could be tasteful and do what you gotta do. But I guess, you know, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, 10 years from now, Sexy Red gonna be looking at a lot of stuff and she gonna be not the same person, bro. I guarantee you that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Especially Sukihana, especially if Sukihana is dating the Pan African nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm pretty sure he gonna talk to her and be like, queen, 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 queen. And she gonna wake up one day and be like, you know what, I am a queen. Let me put the hoe away. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all, I am not dissing you ladies at all. I just want y'all to understand that if you want to really, really represent yourself the right way and represent the young ladies the right way, then put your clothes on. We ain't asked for you to take it out. I enjoy it. I do.
Okay.
But I ain't asked for you to take clothes out. I did. I never asked for that. I ain't never heard none of my homies ask for that. And this is coming from a brother. This is coming from a man, okay? A singer, you know what I'm saying? Ladies love, you know what I'm saying? So, come on now. I definitely want you naked, but not all the time. Shit.
Not all the time.
That being said, man, this is the conclusion. You got anything else you gonna drop on these folks with their message?
Okay. I'm gonna leave it at this, because in my head, all I can think of right now is education. Get the appropriate education into whatever it is that you decide to deal with in your life. But please get the education. Don't start stuff just because you feel like, oh, I want to do something without being properly educated. Yeah, it looks good. The money might be fast, but I promise you, in the long run, it's going to run dry. But if you just educate yourself properly, I feel like you'll be all right. But, like he said, you want love your way, but this ain't Burger King. So when you see you have true love, don't just mistreat it because they're not doing what you want them to do the way you want them to do it. But
we'll have to add this to the bloopers because this is definitely hood rap music and its impact on society.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, man. See how practiced you were? And I had my ending rehearsed. Okay, so that's bloopers. We done. That was the end of the episode at 30 minutes. We're going to just stop. I don't even want to go no more. I can't even believe I did that. I was in there too, saying that shit hard.
You want it your way. But
said that shit hard, huh?
If you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more like this, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Tune in next week as we have an all-new episode. Thank you. Your love is great. Appreciate it. Peace.
I sat down around 5, babe. Be at the door at 5:43. It's been a while since I seen your face, but best believe I will not hesitate. Roll up the trees, girl, let's medicate and reminisce about our first date. Nobody else can make me feel this way. Nobody else can make a nigga say.
Join us this Sunday as we discuss the demonic influence that Join us this Sunday as we discuss the